Hiya, Bad Influence time again, and in a full programme this week, a new way to add video footage to games.
Here's to us.
Hey!
And our main review this week is the long-awaited Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the SNES.
And I'll be finding out how to turn a blockbusting movie into a chart-topping video game. Hey, come on!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is. Please, don't applaud. Just throw money.
This is a great value way of turning your Mega CD into a fully functioning karaoke system at a fraction of the cost of the professional kits you can buy in the shops. It's going to be launched in the UK next week. It comes with all the jiggery pokery you need to set it up, including a CD of your favourite Christmas songs. But 52 other discs are available, so you could sing along at Elvis, or an REM, or Michael Jackson, or Prince. But I'm going to stick with my Christmas disc, and ladies and gentlemen, the Bad Influence Rabble Choir and I will now do our famed performance of the 12 Days of Christmas. I thank you.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
Oi! Who was that masked woman?
It was me. Almost as bad as Andy's singing is this CD, which is also karaoke. But, lovey darlings, instead of singing, you get to act in a Shakespeare play. Now, all your actors will know that it's supposed to be bad luck to say the name of the Scottish play, so I won't say it, but I have a feeling that someone said it while they were writing the software. Basically, you get a little bit of background information on the play, but the main idea is to choose a character, and then when it's your character's turn to speak, the computer will cut off your character's sound, so you get a chance to perform it. I've chosen to be the second witch in the opening scene.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
Ha-ha, when the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won. Hang on a minute, I've finished my lines, and look, that's not how it's spelled in my version of Shakespeare. To add insult to injury, the actors sound like they've been to the Namrood School of Acting. All in all, a complete waste of time and money.
There to meet
Exits,
with Macbeth.
unimpressed.
I come, Grey Mountain.
Hello there, Furtlers. Guess where I am? Well, hey, ho! Cats are really interesting creatures. They dangle around in their sheds and find out where things are by making high-pitched beeping noises and listening to the echoes. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, yes, here's a shed. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, there's a desk, yes, and beep, 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 beep. Oh, a SNES, and on it, beep, 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 beep. Catman returns. The other interesting thing about cats is they've got 9 lives, and this is a cheat to give you 9 lives on Catman. On the options screen, type in up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. Don't worry, 8 lives left.
8 lives too many, if you ask me. In 1986, a new arcade game took over the world. It was called Street Fighter, and it really was the granddaddy of all beat-em-ups. Then in 1991, we got Street Fighter 2, and that made its console debut on the SNES last year. Last Friday saw the launch of the Turbo version. It plays like the Champion Edition arcade game. You control all 4 bosses and can play the 12 World Warriors at turbo speed. Here's Alex.
I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while, and I'm hoping it's been worth the wait. This is me playing Chun-Li. She's still got all her old moves. What I'm going to try and do is attempt a new fireball, which is quite tricky because you've got to do 180 degrees on the pad. There, I've done it, and you can blast over Guile. This is me and Katie in the 2-player mode. We've both chosen to play bosses. That's a big difference from the original edition. Also, we didn't have to put in a cheat code to play the same character. Also, the major difference is that you can have 4 stars of turbo power, which means you can pull off your moves quicker. This is M. Bison against Ryu. In the first game, they were a lot stronger than all the other characters, so in this one, they haven't been given an extra special move, so it sort of evens out the gameplay. If this was the first Street Fighter game, then it would definitely be a 5, but unfortunately, it's not much different from the original one, so I only gave it 4.
I like the way that the music changed with each background, but the special moves were really hard to do.
It's pretty good generally, but the special moves are baffling, and the voice could be better.
And so the final scores for Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the girls gave it an excellent 4 out of 5, and the boys thought it was a top game too. 4 out of 5 from them.
Here's a quick reminder of how our scoring system works here on Bad Influence. 5 stars means an absolutely perfect, faultless game. Nothing should spoil your enjoyment of it. In fact, Street Fighter II Turbo would have got 5 stars if it had been a new game, but as it was just a rejigged version of an established one, it only got 4 stars. And 4 stars means an excellent, above-average game. Only Famine War or Des O'Connor should spoil your enjoyment of that. 3 stars, an average game. Pretty good, but there are probably plenty others on the market just as playable. 2 stars, dull. Dull, dull. Do not play this game unless you are the kind of sad person who plays games that are dull, dull, dull. And 1 star, well, you could probably use the box to keep newts in, but I should think they'd escape. And remember, the people who review games on Bad Influence are people who buy games, unlike the magazines. Now it's time for our American report with Z Wrights, and this week Z's in California, heading north out of San Francisco on the Golden Gate Bridge.
What have these games got in common? Super Star Wars, James Bond, the Duel, Lawnmower Man, The Little Mermaid, and Jurassic Park. That's right, they're all based on movies. And just north of San Francisco is where the games industry and movie industry collide head-on. This is San Rafael, home to LucasArts, the only games company in the world run by a movie producer. First, George Lucas created the Star Wars film trilogy, and then the game blockbusters. Super Star Wars was last year's big Super NES success, and then came X-Wing, the brilliant space battle simulation. And now the long-awaited Super Empire Strikes Back. If you're a fan of Super Star Wars, you're gonna love Super Empire Strikes Back. It's a bigger game with 12 megabits instead of 8, and it plays like a dream. There's a new Mode 7 trick, which adds hills and valleys to your 3D race across the snowy landscape looking for walkers. And when you find them, it's just like in the movies. I've always wanted to do this. Other new features mean you can run and shoot at the same time, and your lightsaber is an even more deadly weapon. The next big Star Wars project is Rebel Assault, which LucasArts are developing for PC CD-ROM and Mega CD. It's an intense arcade action game which has been rendered entirely using 3D graphics. You can fly for the Rebel Alliance in X-Wings, A-Wings, and even snow speeders. This meteor storm is one of the playable sections of the game, and the cutscenes which link the 15 levels are visually stunning. 400 miles to the south, another big games company is working on its own movie tie-ins. Virgin have got 2 mega releases coming up. Aladdin is based on an animated Disney movie. It's unusual because the game graphics were originally drawn by Disney animators on cells. Virgin's other big movie tie-in is Demolition Man the Game, based on Demolition Man the movie starring Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. The actor shot some special footage during the production of the movie to be digitized into the game. The actors are videoed against a green screen in all the positions that will be needed in the game.
Good. Let's go to position 2 right here.
What we're seeing here is some examples of shots that we took from Wesley Snipes. And here is actually Mark D'Alessandro, who is Sylvester Stallone's body double, getting blown away quite nicely there. Where the green material is now, we can replace that with a computer-generated background. We remove him out of the green mat like this, and then we can place him anywhere we want him. And this is done frame by frame.
Next step is to clean up the frames one by one in a computer paint system.
You can see it's very rough. I have to go in, magnify, and I clean up the image, making sure there's no pixels that really stick out and make the image look of poor quality. Once I've done that, I will fill in the background to black. As you can see, the black makes the green pixels stand out, so I have to get rid of all of these.
The artist checks the image against both a white background and a black background. When he's happy with both, he can run the finished animations. Effects like gunfire and blood are added later.